Did you know that you are already acting like a god without even noticing? Now, if you're religious or something like that, you're probably in shock and you're probably wanting to click off this video and be like, what do you mean I'm like a god? Because we tend to think that acting like a god means that you are arrogant and that you're looking down into everybody else. And this is part of religion, how they taught us and what type of God they told us there is. A judgy God that will burn you in hell if you don't worship him, right? So that is not how this is, but that's probably for another video. Acting like a God, what I mean when I said that you are already acting like a God is that your nature and my nature as a human being is to be a conscious creator. So in the areas of your life where you feel there is a lot of flow and that you're very good at and there is no resistance and that you can easily manifest things in that way, that is the thing that I'm telling you that you're acting as a God. In the other areas where you're struggling is the areas that you're not acting like a God. Hi, my name is Myriam, and I have been practicing and teaching yoga for 21 years. That led me to brutal spiritual awakenings that completely transformed my life. I'm now teaching and coaching about conscious manifestation, Kundalini rising, and spiritual alchemy. So you're acting like a god in the areas that come easy for you because you don't struggle. Let's say you have a lot of money, but you're struggling with love and relationships. So when it comes to money, your belief system is pristine. It's perfect. Everything is good. You don't have any doubts. It flows. You don't have to be affirming for it. You don't have to be scripting for it. You don't even have to be doing guided meditations on it or thinking about it. It just flows naturally to you. You have a certainty within. You have a trust that that money is going to come, that it's going to be there. You are fully embodying that part of you that makes a lot of money, and that money comes to ease, with ease. You don't need to have to be doing subliminals or anything about it. It's just who you are. You are fully embodying that identity. And this is just an example, right? I'm just giving you an example if you were very good with money, which I know some of you are very good with money. Now, if you're not very good with love or relationships, that's because the identity that you're embodying there is not of trust. It is of struggle. It is of limitation. It is of figuring out what else do I need to do to experience that. Oh, maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I need to watch more videos on it. Maybe I need to meditate more. Maybe I need to sleep with a affirmation track. Maybe I need to do more meditations. Why is love not working for me? Why are relationships not coming to me? I think I'm not made for this. So you see the difference in those two aspects. In one area of your life, you don't have any of that. But instead, you have flow, you have ease, you have confidence. Now, on the other area, you have doubt, you have fear, you have struggle. So that is what I'm saying, that you're already acting like a God, because that is what acting as God truly means. It means that you allow your power to flow within without struggle. That your mental state in regards to that is just a natural thing that comes to you. There's nothing that needs to be reprogrammed again. You don't need to be fighting the thoughts about that area. So acting like a God should be in every area of your life. And all this comes, the best way that I can tell you how to do it is to observe yourself in the areas that this flows very well and reverse engineer. I can tell you what I do for myself, and I will. But since we're all so unique and different and we all have different paths and different journeys, you're gonna have to observe yourself. What are you doing? How are you feeling in the areas that flow? And what's the difference with the areas that don't flow? And you're gonna have to change it and begin to start implementing the things that flow in the things that don't flow, so that you are reinventing yourself. You are transforming yourself. You're shifting realities. Now, sometimes a shift in reality is going to be a big leap, but the majority of shifts in reality, guys, are subtle. You're going to have to be okay with that as well. They are subtle, and it's a collection of things that start accumulating and bringing a mountain until you experience more and more of that reality that you wanted. And this might look like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave that. I don't want to have to be putting a grain of sand every day. But guess what? This is what you did to experience the thing that you don't want as well. You started with one little belief, and that little belief started with another supporting belief of what you didn't want. And then you experienced something in relation to that you didn't want. So then more beliefs begin to affirm that reality, and they created the mountain that it is now of the things that you don't want to experience in your life, or the things that you struggle in your life. So you need to begin shifting that. The good news here is that it becomes easier and easier the more conscious you are of it, the more aware that you are of it, the more that you start observing your thoughts and realizing that you're not powerless over your thoughts. You can choose not to think about something. You can learn how to face resistance. When you have a thought that doesn't stop, you can learn how to dissolve that by accepting the thought. You know what? I have this really annoying thought. Let me sit with it. I'm going to stop doing everything that I'm doing, and I'm going to sit with it until it dissolves, and then it goes away. And you begin a new lifestyle that will shift you and transform you as truly the God of your reality, which just means to be in flow with the cosmos, which just means that you can have everything that you want truly with ease when you let go and you surrender. That is part of your free will. It's not forcing things, it's to flow and surrender, because in the areas that you're doing very good in your life, that you're acting like a God, there's just flow and ease and joy and embodiment. It comes without struggle. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.